that same trust is your managers and supervisors. They need to have it as well. So you're going to have some standards, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not all about how you do it. And developing those standards, I think, is one of the hardest things to do for me, because so many unique different things happened, right? During the day, and problems come up. But maybe the standard needs to be, this is how we handle problems, right? Not every specific problem, but this is what you do.
Yeah.
Because everybody's personality is different. And your managers, your supervisors, whatever, they need a playbook to look at, so they don't have to figure things out differently every single time, because you're going to get some not so positive results if you leave that up in the air, right?
Well, yes. Yeah. You need to address it all for sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. And back to your point of like what you do to get started, I think it's important to have, you need to have an employee manual. I hated doing those, but you can get, just search online. There's a ton of online services that can help you through it now. And a lot of them just do it by kind of interviewing you, and also basing the manual on your unique state and what your laws are and that kind of thing. That's very important. So how you discipline and what happens should be a part of this employee manual, right? Because then you can give that to your managers, supervisors. Hey, read through this, because this is what we're going to do, right? And this is what we're allowed to do. You may not be able to go up to somebody and just go, "You're fired." You didn't jump right to that.
You probably can, but that is considered letting them go, not firing them.
Yeah.
And you will be on the hook for unemployment, right? Like, I mean, because in most states here in the U.S., it is, employment at will, I believe is the term that's used.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
So if either party does not wish to continue this arrangement, it can be terminated. The difference is if you, the employer, terminates this and there is not just cause, then when the employee goes to file for unemployment, they will almost certainly get it. And then your unemployment rates go up. And that's just how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That manual, though, that everybody should get and everybody should sign that they've read through it. I like to keep them as brief as possible. But if there are things that are important to your organization, like a dress code or what's your mobile device policy, right? Can they be on their phones? What's your, don't leave it to them making assumptions or having another employee say, "Oh, they don't allow us to do this," or whatever. Put it in your book, and you don't have to be super lawyerly, super rigid about how you do it. And, I always love to have little, adding humor to things really helps kind of release some of the pressure of it. And you can even do that in your manual. Just be like, "Hey, don't be on your phone all day," or something. Just however you want to do it. Don't leave it up in the air to speculation.
Yeah.
And if, just like your kids, if you're not doing that, your other people are going to notice it. Some people will take advantage of it. Some people will be very upset. You'll lose that trust. And, one of the things I haven't, that I always remind myself, you can't let like a rock star employee that's super productive or whatever get away with things just because they're doing good in one other area. You have to be able to pull them aside and go, "Hey, we love how much you're getting done, but when you're talking to other people, it's not cool to say this, or don't do this, or you're 10 minutes late." Because I've had discussions where you're like, "Look, you're late in the morning," and then their response would be, "Yeah, but I get way more done than everybody else." Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's not the answer. The answer, you're late in the morning. If what is it? Do you want to shift your work hours? I mean, I can talk flexibility. And I can pitch that and explain that to other people because we're flexible with them too.
Sure.
But if you say you're going to be there at 8:30, you have to be there at 8:30. I don't care how much you're getting done during the day. So everyone has to be treated the same.